Hi guys, welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. I'm your host, author DC Knipe, and this is The Legend of Gaming, the show where I talk about games instead of playing them. Now, today is going to be a kind of a rant video. I've had this script on my phone forever, and I've wanted to sit down and do a video like this. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do have a new webcam, and I'm going to be lazy and film a bunch of videos back to back on my webcam because I don't feel like getting all dressed up and using lights and doing stuff like that right now because I'm a busy bitch. In case you didn't know, I'm releasing music, I'm releasing merch, and I also now own half of a art supply store, an online supply store which sells my merch. So links in the description if you're interested in any of that. But for now, let's get started on my gaming hot takes. Alright, here we go, diving in. Majora's Mask is the best Zelda game. Breath of the Wild is the worst. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom because, frankly, it looks like a demo of a fan game made by someone who really liked Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And I say this as someone who considers The Legend of Zelda their favorite gaming series alongside Kingdom Hearts. The Sims 4 is still a broken mess, and that may be part of the reason why so many people still play it. The glitches are sometimes funny, but honestly I believe we're just gluttons for punishment. Zelda the Wind Waker has a darker storyline than Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is mostly only dark because it is desaturated. It may as well be in black and white. There's no point in creating your own character in first-person games. I don't give a shit that other people are going to see me. I'm not other people. I want to see me. My fucking cat did this again. He did this on the Manic Mondays video as well. I don't know where the fucking stand went, so I'm just gonna hold Mario for you. Dark Souls is cheap and lazy, and to a point, so is Elden Ring. Because of the difficulty, obviously. I actually do enjoy Elden Ring, but only because I can cheese the level up system so easily that I can actually stand a chance against the ridiculous bosses. There's no difference between a challenge and there's a difference between a challenge and something designed to make you break your controller. Let him go. Modern mainstream games are vastly overrated. This includes, but is not limited to, Fortnite, Overwatch, Breath of the Wild, and literally any first-person shooter. Kingdom Hearts would benefit greatly from abandoning the awkward romance between Sora and Kairi, and go back to Disney villains. The organization was an okay side story, but they're old news by now. By Kingdom Hearts 3, they have all overstayed their welcome, and that includes Ansem, Xemnas, and Xehanort. Also, stop making Sora so damn cringe. She's like 17 now. He shouldn't still talk like a 7-year-old. Video games should start having Halloween and Christmas levels again, or at least have scary levels and winter levels. I want to be scarred for life again and then get festive right after. Nintendo was better in the 90s. Minecraft is boring. Games without stories are boring. I play games for the stories. I'm a writer, so obviously. I don't see the point in doing anything if it isn't at all contributing to the world around me. Alpha CC in The Sims 4 looks absolutely awful, and every time I see it I want to gouge out my fucking eyes with a smelly dildo. Releasing incomplete games is bullshit and makes people burnt out on them before they're even finished. Nintendo is stupid for selling Rare. Donkey Kong Returns is awful and a terrible sequel to one of my favorite series. Microsoft is equally as stupid for wasting Rare. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was a steaming pile of bear and bird shit. Zelda was better when it was more medieval European influence than Japanese, and I love Japanese culture. I just don't think it fits in Zelda as the most obvious influence. A couple of villages and tribes are fine, but they made Ganondorf look like a fucking samurai. What? Speaking of Ganondorf, he's ugly. That includes the one from Tears of the Kingdom. He's also literally a genocidal maniac, and if you're attracted to him, you have awful taste. That's it. That's the hot take. Games need more pet companions. They don't have to fight. I just want more pets. And I want them to be more readily available, like have an in-game pet store or something, and the ones in World of Warcraft are usually boring and cost real-world money, so no. Why is everyone ugly in Skyrim? I'm convinced that whoever designed humans for that game has low self-esteem because they're hideous. The new Super Mario Bros. Series is boring. In fact, whenever a new Mario game comes out and it isn't fully 3D in the style of 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Odyssey, I find it boring. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is the best video game movie I've ever seen, and honestly, I think I've seen them all. That being said, Illumination has had count them, one good movie in their entire history. Disney is still the king. Nintendo is a shitty company. They treat their fans like shit and don't really listen to what they want. They're basically the Disney of video games because they've created the most beloved of stories, and they also are running their franchises into the ground, suing people for the most bullshit of reasons and ruining their lives, and sacrificing the artistry of video games for the sake of money. Nintendo Online is crap. We should be able to buy and download their past games like we were with Wii and Wii U. I don't play online, so I'm really just paying for emulated Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 games that probably don't work without Wi-Fi. Sega Dreamcast should not have failed. The Wii U was superior to both the Wii and the Switch. The Wii was a mom's console. It was overrated. So was the Switch. If I wanted to play games on the move, I'd turn on my 3DS, which at least is more charming and has a touchpad. The gamepad was funner than both the Wiimotes and the Switch. The Wii U's graphics looked the same as the Switch's, and there were better games on it. Why haven't we gotten ports of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD? World of Warcraft is boring now. Everything feels the same. It all just feels grindy with little to no reward. Grinding so you can grind some more. I honestly think they're going to have to overhaul the entire game to reach the success they once had. I wrote this before they came out with Mists of Pandaria Remix, which is super fucking fun. Open world games are absolutely pointless if those worlds are empty. Villages and story elements scattered far, far away from each other. Mindless CPUs running around like zombies, no dungeons, looking at you, Breath of the Wild. Movie tie-in video games are fun. They were also difficult, sometimes overly so, and I haven't seen any in quite a while, and that makes me sad. Realism in video games is silly. If I wanted to play basketball, I'd go outside and do it. Gaming is an escape from reality. It's called fantasy for a reason. We need more LGBTQIA representation in gaming. Give us a gay male lead with a romance with someone that doesn't die in a AAA game. The world is ready, and if you aren't, get fucking ready. Stop being a snowflake. Video games are art, point blank period, from storytelling to graphics to gameplay, and I think companies are losing sight of that lately. Link is gay. Statistically, one of them has to be. Sheik is a trans man. Nintendo are cowards for falling back on that. Birdo is a trans girl. This is confirmed by the instruction booklet of the first game she appears in. So is Vivian, confirmed by the original Japanese dialogue of her Paper Mario game. Peach and Daisy were lesbians, and it was actually them who wrote all the things she said by tattoo. Bowser is a leather daddy dom. There is more evidence to support Sora and Riku being a couple in Kingdom Hearts than there is for Sora and Kairi. Also, Xion is gender fluid. Those were halfway joking at the end. But they're my opinion, so... But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video of gaming hot takes. If it pissed you off, let me know. If you agreed with any of them, let me know. Comment. I need the... whatever the word is, I need you to interact with my stuff so more people can see it. Thank you. But, like I said, if you're interested in my music, you're hearing it now. Links in the description. Link for my shop is in the description. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.